Hey, it's Nigel from Importing Riches with another video today, and a question that gets asked probably the most is how do I find heaps of real suppliers in China to buy from? And there are several ways to actually obtain the real suppliers. Uh, One way is to search online for them and sift through the many websites that have suppliers from China, and it shows their products available and how you can contact them. But a way that I did it when I first started importing, um, over 10 years ago, was I actually hopped onto a plane and went to China myself because I wanted to first see the products over there, what was available, even though I had intention to go there and source for one particular product. I got a lot of ideas and saw a lot of products that weren't available in my country, and it really gave me an edge because my competitors didn't know of these products, and I could enter them into the marketplace and test them even before they would knew what I was doing, and get ahead of the trend. So one thing I suggest, I highly recommend that you do, is you go to check out what they call the Canton Fair, and the Canton Fair is the biggest trade show in the world, and I mean, I haven't been for a few years now, but I remember when I first went, they were just building the new section across the road, which was another, you know, double what they already had, and they still didn't have enough room. I mean, it's just ridiculous, the size of the actual fair itself. Now, where the fair is, it's in Guangzhou, which is basically about an hour and a half drive north of Hong Kong. So you can actually fly into Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong you go into mainland China, across the border, and into Guangzhou. So that's you can fly into Guangzhou, but I went to Hong Kong because I wanted to see Hong Kong as well. And I advise that you get a hotel very close to the, or within 10 minutes of the actual show itself, because it's going to take you at least a week to see everything. I went for 3 days one time, and it wasn't enough. And if you're going to get a hotel near the fair, they usually got free shuttle buses that go to and fro every hour. You just jump on one of them, and I'll book your hotel accommodation or make reservations online first before you get there, because the whole place just goes off once the show starts. So this is the Guangzhou Fair. This is at cantonfair.org, and there's two shows. Well, there's two Canton Fairs a year, with various different phases. One's in the beginning of the year, around about March, and then the next one's in October. So if you go on into look for products that you want to get in for Christmas, I advise you go to the first Canton Fair for that year, which would be in in the top half of the year, March, around that time, April. And if you're looking for next year's stock, then go in the October one, because then you've got 3 months to get organized for the next year. So, but I would advise that you definitely just travel light and have some good shoes, that because you're doing a lot of walking. I suggest you get business cards as well, because a lot of people will be asking you for your email and your business and what you do, and then go to the show with an open mind. I mean, if you're looking for a particular product line that you're already in your business or you want to start importing, just keep an open mind, because you'll actually, when you get there, you'll be just totally blown away by the size of the place. I mean, Guangzhou has 100 million people. Um, Guangdong, which is actually I think that's how you pronounce it. That's like the province. It's 100 million people, and in Guangzhou, I'm not sure the exact amount, but there is a lot of people there. Okay, it's just crazy the amount of people that are actually on the street. So yeah, when you get there, I suggest you just look at the exhibitors and sort of start looking through all the. I mean, there's thousands of suppliers that go there. And the best thing about it, just say for example you go over there and you're looking for garden equipment, you'll find that all the suppliers that make garden equipment will generally be from like the one area in China, because all the factories congregate in together, because they get the local resources and they work with each other to get all the equipment and the stock they need and the raw materials. And if they're all focused in a particular area, they can trade with each other and produce the product a lot cheaper. So yeah, you'll actually, if you ever go to China and you actually visit one of these factories, because when you go to the Canton Fair, there'll be heaps and heaps of factories there that are just going to basically say they want your business, so they're going to invite you to their factory. So when you get to that factory, you'll actually notice, but when you actually go into the street, it may be 100 meters long, this whole street. You'll find that there'll be 10, 15, 20 factories in this one street they all make the same thing. They all sound the same, they all look the same, they all even spelt the same, but they're all different companies. Okay, so there might be 5,000 to 10,000 different factories in that province, all selling the same type of thing. I mean, it's just ridiculous the amount of the produce that they actually make. So that's the Canton Fair. I highly recommend you check it out. Also check out cantonfair.net. That's also a really good resource as well, and it shows you exactly what's going on. I know, since I haven't been for a few years now, but when I went there, they were still building the next section. So this is a recent picture of how big it is. It's just ridiculously big, and that's what you do. Go to the factories, get as many pamphlets and business cards that you can get, and then when you get returned back to your country, just start emailing them and getting prices and start negotiating. But definitely, it's a good place to find them all. And then you can also inspect the actual products, because everyone will have all their products on display. You can check quality then and there. So you're really only going to go once, and then you've got so much contacts and so many suppliers that you can deal with, that you're not going to have enough time to go through every single one. You're just basically going to go, okay, these guys, I want to go with them. Their product was pretty good. Now I'm going to start importing on a small level. One thing I must say, though, that with the Canton Fair, for all these companies that are actually in the Canton Fair, in the inventory and in the exhibitors, they must pass certain criteria, and their business has to have so many millions of dollars and be around for so many years, and have certain certifications and pass certain regulations even before they're even allowed to go in the Canton Fair. So that's one big advantage. When you go to the Canton Fair, you know that all these companies are legit. To be at the Canton Fair is just, and to retain your spot every year is an effort in itself, and the companies that will be there have millions and millions of dollars in capital. So you know that these guys are the real deal. I mean, they're not going to screw you over for $20,000 when they've got $100 million worth of the company that they built. Okay, so you know that they're the real deal. So if you can get there, definitely try to get to the Canton Fair and go to these websites, cantonfair.net and cantonfair.org. And if you want some more information on importing, just check out importingriches.com.